2 months ago, a player reached out to me about a massive botting server. Initially, I brushed it off due to time constraints, but I made sure to save all the images, links, and footage provided. When I finally took the time to investigate, I was shocked by what I discovered. I had stumbled upon an entire botting underworld, complete with its own wiki, patch notes, and more. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea and join me to discover what these botting communities are like. When I first joined the botting Discord server, I was surprised to see that this Discord server looks like any other Discord server with clearly defined channels like you'd expect. What did surprise me though is how open the server is. Sure, there are closed off channels for paying customers, but the majority of it is literally there for anyone that just joins to see. Upon joining the server, you are presented with a quick start guide suggesting you should go through certain channels. In these channels, there are tips on how to exclude files or folders in your Windows Defender, presumably to activate or use certain botting scripts, which had my alarm bells ringing instantly. I mean, having to add an exclusion to your virus and threat protection settings in Windows is not a good look. Now, I'm not completely unfamiliar with shady software and cracks and all that, but I don't remember the exact reason for needing to do something like this. I believe it had something to do with a certain file or file type being automatically flagged by Windows. Either way, if you were ever asked to turn off your virus protection settings or system, be suspicious. I mean, just don't do it. It's a no-brainer, really. Now, the server has a step-by-step guide on how to start botting, and it all starts with you spending money on them. How exactly is that done? Well, by using your credit card or cryptocurrency. What a surprise. How much does botting software cost? Well, apparently a month will set you back about $25, not excluding the additional tokens this entire server sells for special bots that aren't included in the base subscription. More on that later. I mean, it just sounds so shady. You know, in the rules, they say gold selling is allowed. Account selling isn't because people can scam you. And scamming is bad, guys. But cheating on a video game? No. That's not bad. That's legit. Sarcasm aside, I do find joy in the fact that a community dedicated to making money from cheating on an online video game also hate scammers. Now, the reason I mention making money is because there's an entire channel filled with messages about people buying and selling RuneScape gold, so real-world trading in this server as well. Additionally, there's a channel where you can vouch for someone and give them a review if they are legit and didn't scam you. Unsurprisingly, a large amount of these offers and transactions favor cryptocurrency because, as the server states itself, you're not able to refund your money after the transaction is complete, or do a chargeback. So you can't scam the sellers, but the sellers can still scam you. Nice. I hereby officially declare that this business is definitely just as ethical as making your own minimal carbon footprint lemonade stand where all the net profits are sent to a charity. Now, the Discord also has a support and review page, which are actually kind of interesting to go through. The support page is filled with common botting issues such as compatibility, connectivity, crashing problems, and so on, which evidence can be found in the form of screenshots and even videos. The review page has a significant amount of reviews, but some of the more recent ones are worded a little weirdly. I just feel like they come across as fake. They could very well be real, but these just seem, I don't know, they feel kind of fake to me. Now that you know what the Discord is all about, we're going to head towards the botting script marketplace, aka the website for bots. Because to succeed in a game as intricate as RuneScape, the availability of a scriptable client is paramount. It looks like someone has discovered ChatGPT. Now, I'm not going to be covering each and every bot script, but there are loads of bot scripts on this marketplace. And I immediately recognize some botting scripts because I've seen these in masses in-game, like gem cutters and the Hetz Oasis flower bots. There's a bunch of seemingly simple scripts such as the beach dunghole, or one that disassembles your items for you. Not sure why the latter exists when we have invention machines to disassemble your items for you. It seems like a little bit of a stupid thing to risk your account for, but hey, it's here and it exists. Another one that seems really lazy to me is the Fort Free botting script. I mean, you can literally AFK for 50 minutes at a time with the higher tier buildings, and that still isn't enough for you botters. I mean, at least bot something intensive. Jeez. Okay, who made a prayer flicking bot for Jad? Is Jad really that hard in 2024? This is... Look, if you're a newer player, sure, I get it, but this is just sad. Come on, man. Just pray your flick. Major skill issue. Now, it isn't just simple bots like the ones I'm making fun of right now. There are definitely some more complex bots, which I do think are kind of impressive. There's a Slayer and Clue Scroll bot, but perhaps more interesting are the PVM bots, of which I've collected some footage. Runescape bosses are spreadsheetable to an extent, meaning if you're able to consistently execute a damage rotation and have proper placement, heal here and there, you will be able to achieve mostly similar results over and over. I've been sent some botting footage on bosses like Vindicta or Hormod, but since those are very AFKable, they're perhaps not the most impressive. What I do find impressive, and something I wouldn't have expected, are bots on bosses like Telos, Raziel, and even Vorkath. Honestly, I kind of understand why people are botting Vorkath, because that boss is a pile of garbage. It truly is one of the most unfun bosses to have ever released into RuneScape. Now, to bot a boss like Vorkath, you would expect to need a very specific gear and action bar setup, and that's exactly what you need to operate these botting scripts correctly. The botting community I'm covering in this video has its own wiki page with updates and patch notes. On the wiki, you're able to read full-on guides with the requirements and gear setups to assist you in getting the most out of your script, which is... gives me a bit of a weird feeling. I mean, I make guides, these guys make guides, except for bots, which are against the rules, but hey, I do respect the effort involved. What I found particularly interesting about the Raziel bot is that the amount of bots or bot sessions is limited to 2 per subscriber as to not destroy the viability of the method by preserving the price of the drops. I didn't expect this kind of thought to be going into botting scripts. I'm truly amazed at just that sentence right there. That is some awareness for sure. Maybe they do this out of experience because judging by the images I've seen, players are botting these bosses for thousands of kills, if not more. Insane. This image shows a player with 78 Invoke Lord of Bones incantation codices, which are 1 in 300 drop in normal mode. So that player has about 23,000 Vorkath kills. Or to make matters worse, as the footage we can see is hard mode Vorkath being botted, that's about 19,000 plus hard mode kills. I mean, at this point, this guy's got to be banned, right? Like, that is unacceptable if we're talking about Jagex's bot busting capabilities. That is... wow. I mean, surely this has to be on Jagex's radar by now, right? There's literal people making video series about botting to max using their software on YouTube, which is... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would actually be kind of interested in that kind of content, just to see how long it would take for them to get banned. Just out of personal curiosity, even though it's against the rules. Honestly, this entire server, this entire community, I'm surprised. Pleasantly surprised, because it's just really interesting, but at the same time, like, this shouldn't be possible, right? This shouldn't be possible. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about this in the comments down below, but with that being said, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below, and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.